Hey, True North family, my name is Katie, and I'm here with Michael today, and he has a story that he's going to share with us that I think is going to help encourage us just to want to live our lives for the one. So, Michael, I'm going to have you tell that story in just a second. I'm just going to let everyone know kind of how this came about. So we had a staff meeting a little while back, and sometimes in staff meetings, stories get shared that help encourage our staff and just let us know what's going on in the life of our church. So this past staff meeting, we had a lot of those stories get shared, and we decided that we would love to let you guys listen in on those. So this is one of those stories. So tell us the story.
Yeah, so back in the winter, True North received an email from a mother just telling us how her daughter had recently been diagnosed with photo-triggered epilepsy. She explained how the lights here in the auditorium could sometimes be a trigger for seizures for her, and just asked if there was anything that we could do to help that out so they could attend in the room.
Man, I can't imagine as a mom just to not be able to bring your child to church because of fear that something might trigger them. So that happened, and then what did you guys do with that?
Yeah, so, we really believe with the intentionality of what we do with Lighting Cure and how it communicates to people, but we wanted to be able to get them in the room in whatever way we could. And so, I started Googling stuff. I knew nothing about photo-triggered epilepsy, so I just started Googling all of it, trying to find out as much information as I could. I called some worship pastor friends, some lighting director friends, just to see if they had ever experienced this issue with anybody and see if I had any insight, and I kind of ran into a brick wall in each of those areas.
Okay, so you guys got stuck, and then didn't you and Shane call a meeting with the mom?
We did, yeah. So our pastor of ministry, Shane, and I sat down with the mother, and I remember walking into that meeting and being like, I don't know what to do. God, give me a solution to this. And so we sat down with the mom, and we just began to hear her heart for her daughter and how much she cared for her and how her heart was broken because her daughter couldn't have a sense of normalcy. Even coming to church on a Sunday morning, she couldn't sit in the room. And so I remember her just sharing that she couldn't even scroll through her phone on TikTok too fast because the fast-moving lights could be a cause for a seizure. And my heart was broken too, and I knew there had to be a solution. And so I sat down with our lighting director, Bennett, and we sat down at the lighting console here, and we made the craziest cue that we would ever use on a Sunday morning. The most moving lights, the brightest we would ever go on a Sunday morning. And we just began sitting around in different seats around the auditorium until we found some seats over to the side that no moving fixtures hit and no fixtures that we have now are actually directly pointed at. And so we texted the mom and said, hey, we found these seats. You guys should come out the next Sunday and try them out. And they came out and it worked. And she was able to sit through the service.
Wow, so you guys put a lot of work into that. So what happened after that?
So every Saturday night, Shane receives a text message from the mother saying, hey, we're coming to church tomorrow. Can you set those seats aside? And Shane will get that text, relay that information to our host team. And our host team will set those seats aside for her on Sunday morning so they can come and experience the service in the room.
That's awesome. That's such a great story. And how all of this came about and how we heard about it is because we received an email from the mom. And I thought it'd be really cool if I shared that email with everyone now. So I'm going to pull that up. All right. So it says, I wanted to reach out to you and hope you will share this with Michael as well. Thank you both for truly listening and finding a solution that works for us. My daughter has made some friends in youth group that now take up half the row along with us so she can stay in her safe zone. This morning, I shed several tears looking down the aisle. My daughter was smiling and had her hands lifted high singing, not scared, not shaking, just praising Jesus with all her heart could muster. As a mama, this means everything to me. And as a Christian mama, this means even more. I hope you all know how much this is appreciated. Such a drastic change from a few months ago. I pray for you both daily and that you continue to touch hearts in service. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
It's so encouraging, Even when I think about a church like ours, it's so large and sees thousands of faces come through the door each week. I'm reminded that each one of those people have a story and they are loved by God. And I'm so grateful to be a part of a church staff with people like Shane who are willing to go the extra mile and a host team that's in it for the one.